Gabi Demartino is someone we haven't talked about in a long while. She got into a massive scandal back in 2020, and ever since then, she's laid pretty low. She was called out and suspended from OnlyFans after she sold a video of herself as a toddler flashing the camera. People accused her of manipulating her followers into purchasing this video with a blurry thumbnail and a caption that said, "Won't put my panties on." When asked to address the situation, she came out to say, "A childhood video of me on the phone saying, 'Nani says put your panties back on,' and jumping up and down laughing. I'm sorry I didn't think that one through, period. A home video I love to share with my friends, and I use my OnlyFans as a Finsta page where I share stuff as I would with friends." Now, given that her OnlyFans included photos of her in lingerie, this wasn't just some Finsta page for friends to see exclusive content like a Patreon account, so everyone was pretty disturbed by the situation. Gabi eventually apologized for this, claiming she didn't mean any harm by this and was completely shocked people would interpret the video she thought was innocent in a disturbing manner.
Recently, my lack of judgment and poor decisions have led to a very, very serious issue that needs to be addressed. It's a video that has brought back laughter and joy within my family for years, and I shared it with what I thought was a funny caption. It's not funny. It was a quote from the video. Never in a million years did I think something that I thought was so innocent could be looked in such an ugly way. I realized I'm so disattached with reality that it didn't even cross my mind that this could be viewed like this, and that's a serious issue. It's not funny. It will never be funny, and it's not okay. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to my friends, my fans, my family, to anyone that I've hurt. I'm so truly sorry.
Even though the message she sent around to get people to try and buy it was certainly in a flirty manner. After this scandal, Gabi claimed she was going to make a change. She took a break from the internet, and when she returned, she seemed super somber and said she wanted to leave behind her fancy vlogs by Gab and stop being materialistic. So she tried to do a rebrand, renamed her vlog channel, but as everybody can see, Fancy Vlogs by Gab still remains to this day, so obviously it didn't last very long and she changed it back. And while she was saying that she was going through a really hard time post-scandal, people actually found out that she got engaged during this break, and it was actually one of the happiest times in her life. Now, this kind of brings us to the right now, because after this, Gabi started going back to her normal content, and she posted a lot of wedding planning videos. Her and her fiance Colin ended up moving and got this house together, and we're always talking about the future, doing cake tastings and wedding dress shopping and all of this stuff. They were sharing the journey completely on her channel. But this past week, the two announced that the wedding was no longer happening. This has been speculated for a really long time, as Gabi has kind of been posting and he hasn't really been in the videos, and people have been curious what's been going on. She kept saying that there was something going on in her life, but she didn't want to exactly say what was going on.
About what I was like ensuring in the bedroom. So it's very obvious, like it's very, very obvious something's going on in my personal life, and has been since like the winter. And I always told myself like I'm not going to talk to the internet about my life, like my personal life, until I'm ready, nor do I, technically I don't owe an explanation or like a story, but you guys are like my life, and basically what has occurred in my life has been occurred for like 3 or 4 months now. It's just hard to talk about. It's embarrassing. I feel like I've been a little fake lately because I've been kind of beating around the bush and not wanting to talk about things online that are very much have to do with my everyday. Eventually, you guys, I promise you will get that video. It's just not this week. And if you guys have any questions about that stuff, you'll get answers soon. And I love you. And I genuinely hope you know that it's just really hard for me.
She wasn't ready to talk about it, but she did make a post on her Instagram story and said, "Hi, if you didn't see my last vlog, I definitely recommend watching it if you have any questions or concern with my personal life and status. I'm not directly discussing my personal matters in my life right now because the past 4 months of my life have drastically changed, and I'm giving myself time to mentally adjust. I am no longer getting married, and it's been this way since the winter. I'm totally okay. I'm editing a vlog as I write this, and I can't wait to talk to you then. Love you and wish you all an amazing Monday/week. Colin posted on his Instagram saying, "Hey guys, it's been a few months of us keeping things private, but it's time to tell you that Gabi and I mutually decided to not move forward with our wedding, and we are not together right now. At first, we used the word postpone. We did not know how to say this publicly, as you can imagine it's hard to deal with as is. But then there's the audience. We still consider each other best friends, and we share an amazing animal family together. You will still be seeing all of us together online, but things have been different for a while. Nobody cheated and nobody was hurt in the process of a very thought out decision that is best for us both right now. We are not enemies, and there is no drama around this in our personal lives. The future remains unknown, and we would appreciate privacy during this gray area. Your favorite, Colin." Gabi reposted his story on her Instagram and posted a heart with it and tagged him. Obviously, Colin is saying nobody cheated, yet the internet is on absolute fire, you guys, coming up with conspiracies and accusing Gabi of cheating. Like, people are going in. And this is the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I did not know what was going down, but my entire Twitter timeline had been consumed with people calling out Gabi, being super angry and upset at her, posting photos of her with friends that are men, and just accusing her of cheating. And I was like, what's going on here? I did not know what exactly was going down, because I saw a comment on her YouTube video where somebody asked her relationship status with Colin. She said they were still together, but then I saw this Instagram post and it became clear that they were not together. Gabi hasn't really addressed it in her YouTube videos, so if you missed this Instagram story, I think a lot of people would just be like, what is going on? And a lot of people in her comment section are very much like, what is going on? What's like the story here? So there's like rumors of her being with other people, but also they said they haven't been together in a very long time. So I feel like anything that is being seen right now is of the present time and not anything from the past. But Gabi has been very clear that she didn't really want to discuss anything on her YouTube channel, and most of her videos, she's just kind of like beating around the bush, which of course is a very personal situation. So she's not diving into anything, not directly saying that she and Colin are not together, not naming names, but she did say she spent her birthday alone. And it's obviously very clear from this that, you know, I mean, this just gives everybody all the answers that they need. But like I said, if you missed it, then you would be confused. But people on Twitter, let me tell you guys, very upset. One Twitter user said, "It makes me mad that Gabi said the answers to what's going on in my life are in the lyrics of my album. Multiple songs are about cheating on / being cheated on." And then says no one cheated. So this is kind of why the cheating rumors are kind of happening, because Gabi's album came out at the beginning of the month, and some of the lyrics some people are believing is related to cheating. And she had mentioned prior that her music is about her personal life and explains a lot of the things that have been going on with her. So that's kind of a reason why it's also in some people's minds what's going on. It's a lot of speculating. There's a lot of stuff that people are saying, you guys. The situation is obviously all over the place, but Gabi tries to touch on the situation a bit in her vlogs as to why she's been so secretive about everything. She admits that she will share more in the future, but just not while all these good things and events are happening to her.
This week is huge. It's my birthday and my album's coming out, and I understand if you guys are confused and want an answer, but it's not going to be this week because I have 2 really exciting things going on and I'm trying to focus on that. I'm really well, I'm great, and like if you guys have any worry or concern for me, I'm doing really amazing. And you know, there's good days and then there's bad days, but you know, after all those big events, maybe I'll just sit down and like lay down a whole story, but I wouldn't do that because I feel like I have to. I would only do that because I love you guys.
So this whole thing is just seeming like a big yikes from the rumors coming from this and everything. It just sounds really rough. People just have a lot of feelings about Gabi in general, so to throw this into the mix, there's a lot of opinions going on, and everything about the situation just feels like a giant oof of a mess. But that's what's going on with Gabi and what she had to say to kind of clear up some questions that people had about the secrecy that has been the subject in most of her videos as of recent, because she hasn't really said anything fully about what's going down. But this is the information that her and Colin are putting out there. It's definitely a crazy situation, but I hope you guys are doing well in your own lives. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.